Namaste, beautiful souls, and welcome to your messages for the month of September. So we are already here, coming up to the month of September. Tomorrow is the 1st of September as I'm recording this. Not the best lighting, I know, but it's very, very hot here in Spain, and I'm in the hottest part of the day, so I'm in the shade. So excuse any lighting problems. Now, I'm really excited about the month of September for many reasons, energetically, but also because it's my birthday month. And in honor of my birthday month, I'm going to offer a free energy reading. And I'm going to pick the winner at random from those that comment on this video. So if you like this video, give me a comment and I will put all the names in a hat, so to speak. A virtual hat maybe, and pick a name at random to offer a free energy reading. Now, my energy readings are a little bit more than a card reading. They do involve the cards because that is my tool for channeling the higher realms. But energy readings also involve soul readings, finding out what your divine gifts are, your strengths, your characteristics that you came here to experience and express in this lifetime. And we also look at your energy and things going on in your life and how you can transcend the fourth dimensional emotional and mental energy body in order to access the fifth dimensional levels of consciousness so that you can create heaven on earth. So give me a comment if you want your chance of winning the free energy reading. So let's see what cards are coming out for September. One's come out, two's come out. Is 3 the magic number this month? Let's have a look. And so I do weekly readings as well on a Sunday. So take a look at those. And also, if you're new to my channel, have a look at the Lessons in Awakening and the self-healing techniques that I share as well. So there's lots of free content to help you transcend that fourth dimensional emotional and mental layer of your energy in order to access higher levels of consciousness. Lots of free content, so have a good browse around. Okay, I think 4 is the magic number for this month. Nope, I'm wrong. 5 and 6 we're going for. Wow. And there's a 7th as well. Oh my goodness me. Hopefully that's it. I'm going to try and summarize. Otherwise I'll be here all day. Okay, so 7's a magic number. I can't even remember having 7 before. So let's dive straight in. There we go. We're having dilemmas. Number twos are always decisions and dilemmas. And the pentacles often symbolize money, but it can also be your time or your resources. So this often comes up when you're weighing up the pros and cons of a situation. And that's why I say normally it's money orientated, because if you ask yourself the question, if money was no object, or if you had 17 million of whatever currency you want in the bank, how would you spend your days? I know that sounds kind of like a fantastical situation, but it isn't really, because what it's getting you to realize is how much are we selling our soul for money? How much are we dumbing ourselves down? How much are we not doing what we came here to do? Because we came here to experience and express our gifts and our strengths and the characteristics of our energy and our true soul's essence. And often, because we've been so programmed in this money-orientated paradigm that we're moving away from, we often use money as a reason for not doing what we came here to do. So this could be something that you want to do, but you're going, I can't afford not to. So where are you saying, I can't afford not to? It could also be leaving a job, not just an activity that you want to do that you can't afford. It could be leaving an activity or leaving a job. You think you can't afford to leave it. And this is where leaps of faith come in, because obviously you need to sometimes leave the wrong energy, the contracting energy, in order for you to expand. And it's that expansion within your energy that's going to bring in the good. That's where faith comes in. So we've got leaps of faith, and things like that. Always. I mean, our whole life is a series of leaps of faith. But this is just to remind you, where are you saying I can't afford it? And I do want to remind you of the sway test. If you've been watching my videos, you know I have a video on sway testing, and it's really, really good to teach yourself that. But when you say the words I can, you know, we expand. And when you say the words I can't, we contract. So keep that in mind when you're saying, even to yourself, I can't afford it. And the other one, of course, is I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. And that one's a really silly one to believe, because time is actually an illusion. And as Doctor Who says, it's just wibbly wobbly lines of illusion. So we can manipulate time quite easily. Have you never felt like time has really sped up or time has really slowed down? It's all relative. So if you find yourself going, I don't have time to do something that I want to do, then it's really important that you understand that your future is created from your frequency. Okay, doing something that isn't making you feel good is not going to create heaven on earth for you. Let's have a look at the next cards. Triumph and success. Okay, triumph and success. So whatever this is that you're saying you can't afford, or whatever this is that you're saying you don't have time for, it could also be actually something you're saying you're not good enough. Shall I do this or shall I not? Shall I exhibit my art somewhere? Oh no, I'm not good enough. You know, it's a shall I, shan't I? That's the energy of him. And you know in your heart what you really want to do. You want to do the thing that expands you, and you want to do the thing that takes you out of your comfort zone. Although that might make you feel a little bit nervous, there's a difference between staying in your comfort zone in a routine that you're just kind of existing in, and that nervousness that comes from stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay, so you might not always feel expanded because you might be so nervous, but even so, you know in your heart, you know, because he's triumphant success. So he's come on the tail of this. So the next time you hear yourself say, I can't afford it, or I'm not good enough, or I don't have enough time, he's come to tell you you can afford it. Sometimes you can't afford not to do it if it's going to raise your frequency. This is for September. So we're going to have opportunities in September to step out of our comfort zone, do things that we're not used to doing, things that make us feel uncomfortable. Okay, but in a good way. Okay, we're going to have opportunities to have a leap of faith, because that's where our triumph and success lie. Okay, so this is about stepping out of the comfort zone. There's your hanged man. He's very timely here. He's spiritually guided. This does involve action, but because of the wands, it's transformation, okay, going on. But he has come to say, don't force action. It's just going to flow. And this is what I wanted to say about the leap of faith. And people don't really get this, but it's so true. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. It's physics, okay? It's not woo, or whatever you call it. So something's jumping off a cliff, let's say. It could be a bird, or it could be one of those crazy people in a parachute costume or what have you. And when you jump, energetically, there is an upthrust that comes and carries you like that, but you don't get that upthrust until you've jumped. So when you've made this decision and you're like, I'm gonna leave my comfort zone, or you know, I'm gonna spend my money on going to this retreat or this treatment that I want, or this course that I want to do, or it could be I'm going to leave the job that I don't like and I have no idea where my next money's coming from, but I just know that if I stay where I am, it's going to make me sick. That's the situation I was in. So that would have been now 7 years ago. I had no idea what I was going to do and how I was going to pay the mortgage, but I knew that if I stayed any longer, I would be like defeating my soul. I would be selling my soul. It would make me sick because I wasn't expressing myself. So, you know, it's opportunities to do things like that. And it is taking a leap of faith. Be reassured. Triumph is there, because when you take that leap, you're going to get that upthrust. And when you get that upthrust, that's an upthrust of energy. That's an upthrust of life force. And that's what he's saying, because he's not making any effort, but he's living in his heaven on earth. He's living in his fifth dimensional reality. Okay, so all his actions are coming through him, through his heart, and they're effortless and choiceless and easy and breezy, I want to say. So yeah, there is action to be taken, but because you're following your heart, everything's going to fall into place. You must have experienced that in your life when you've made a decision and then you realize that was the right decision because everything fell into place. The right people came into your reality, the right opportunities, the right avenues to explore, all fall into place when you take that leap of faith and you experience that upthrust, because it carries you. And that's what he's doing. He's being carried by his highest divine flow that's coming through him. And so he's taking action. He's probably taking a lot of action, but it doesn't look like it. He's completely chilled because he's taking it all in his stride, because it's action that comes naturally to him. It's action that is no effort. He's not pushing a rock up a hill. He's flowing with his divine creation. So let's see what's next. Yep, firm foundations. Firm foundations. I'm getting quite goosebumpy now, even though it's really hot here, because we are creating firm foundations. This is your firm foundations for heaven on earth. This is connected to this triumph. You see these wands? He's got triumph and success. He's got all these wands and he's putting them into Mother Earth and making that foundation. This is the marriage card. It's coming up a lot lately, not just for marriage. It's coming up a lot for that working together. It's like a co-creation card. It's like coming together with your tribe to create. I mean, if you think about it, a marriage is the coming together of two people, and there's usually fruition, shall we say. So this is kind of that kind of a card, and it's solid foundations, and it is transformative because it's wands, which is fire. So it is passionate, and it is action in the physical world. And I don't separate work and play, because I think it's all play and play. When you find your divine gifts, you want to share them. You can't help it. You'd rather share them than not. So it's not so much work, but wands do relate to what we would call work. In other words, it could be your source of income or your source of bartering, if that's where we're going. So firm foundations. So there is collaborating with other people. See, when you make this decision, you're going to be like, but who's going to want to see this work that I'm doing? Or how am I going to find another job? Or where am I going to go to express myself? All these dilemmas. But when you take that leap of faith, triumph and success, all the right people come in. Okay, and it's beautiful. So you're going to be working with other people, or they're going to be helping you on your path, supporting you. And this is the firm foundations for heaven on earth. This is how we create it. So this is powerful. There's going to be some actions that we can take this month that are definitely pushing those communities of powers further away from the old systems, I want to say, and further towards the new systems. So this is firm foundations for our new systems, whether that be the People's Health Alliance, which is up and running now here in Spain, as well as in England and other countries I know. So that's all your healing, if you need healing at all. But also there are lots of alternative schools popping up everywhere. Again, in my area of Spain, Valencia, Alicante, there's lots of these wonderful schools popping up for the kids to really get their hands dirty in the soil, learning to plant and stuff like that, really just moving away from the old system. Firm foundations. We're rooted now in Mother Earth. We're living in heaven on earth. Oh wow. Maybe not quite, if I had a cough there. What does that mean? But we are definitely setting the foundations. Let's make that bit. There we go. He's living in heaven on earth, that's for sure. I love the Nine of Pentacles. This is beautiful. You see, here's your Two Pentacles. Can I afford it? Can I not afford it? You cannot afford not to do it. What is it? Take time. Take time. You might want to pause the video. It doesn't matter. Just take time to think. What is it that you keep telling yourself you can't afford to do, or you haven't got enough time to do? What is it? What dream is it you have in your head and you think one day, one day, one day? Well, September is the month full of 30 days in which you can do it. The day is here. Okay? One of the days in this month. So, because look, you've now got 9 pentacles, and she is spending all of these. She's loving her life. Look, she's loving her clothes. She's loving her garden. She's loving her animals. She's swanning around the garden. She's completely independent. She's independent because she knows that her frequency is what is creating her reality. So she's confident that she can spend all of these pentacles because she knows that if she invests these, she's going to be creating a higher frequency, which will bring in more of these. These are not just money. They're time, resources, energy, everything. This is abundance activity. The more you start doing your abundance activity, the more opportunities you will have to do your abundance activity. It could be something like reading cards. Okay, if you love it and it makes you feel good, do more of it. And the more you do, the more opportunities will come in. So whatever it is for you, okay, do more of it, because that's what she does. And she's keeping these 3 for herself. She's not going without. She's never going without. But she knows the importance of investing in herself. So she's spending these on her garden, on her clothes, on her holidays, on her trips out with her animals or whatever she's doing. She's spending these on maintaining and raising her frequency because she knows the importance of it. And she's very independent. Okay, doesn't mean that she's single. She could be single, but you can be independent within a relationship. That's come up before. So definitely, this is definitely following on from this situation. So we all need to watch out for when we are saying, I can't afford it, or I haven't got enough time, or I'm not ready, because there is only the present moment. So do it anyway and learn on the job. That's what I want to say. You might think, well, I'm not ready to do something, you know. And a lot of people also, I don't have a certificate in that. That's the old paradigm. That's the old paradigm, because if there's something that you want to do and you're feeling it in your heart, you don't need a certificate, because you're going to do it with your full divinity being expressed through your beautiful human vessel. And the creativity that you produce is going to be evidence enough, okay, that that is your divine flow. You don't need a certificate. He doesn't have certificates. He's just in his divine flow creating what he wants. Okay, and his actions speak louder than any certificate. You know, his frequency and his state of being and his level of consciousness. You know, your level of consciousness is your new currency, and your level of consciousness is your new certificate, I want to say. So yes, so this is beautiful. It's going in the right direction. Let's see what else has come up. Yes, because what did we just say? Because as you know, they're face down, so I don't see them until I turn them over. She's investing these and it brings in more. He's the Page of Pentacles. So you have to enjoy your frequency, enjoy what you're doing, swan around your garden, swan around enjoying everything. Okay, so read your cards or play with your animals or do whatever it is that you like doing, whether it be writing, go on, write that book, paint that picture, you know, share your ideas, share your motivations with other people, whatever it is, you know, because when you put all of this out and you invest in yourself, it is going to give you opportunities for more. Not if you just look at it in the physical. If you just look at it in the physical paradigm, then no, you're going to see, how can spending all this money bring money in? I need an income. I need a job. It doesn't work like that. It really doesn't work like that. The universe is governed by frequency. And if you can raise your frequency, it doesn't matter how you do it, but if you raise your frequency, then that frequency is what's going to get reflected back to you. So when you create that feeling of abundance, I mean, she has been affirming galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. Okay, she's been affirming that. And so she has this feeling of gratitude and this feeling of abundance within her. Okay, because it's the feeling within you that is creating what's outside of you. We came here for a human feeling experience. Okay, so it's that feeling. So if there's something outside of you, if you want something, You know, there's something that you want. You need to create that feeling of having it already, not just visualizing it. What's the difference between a vision and an experience? You can visualize something, you can see something playing out. You know, a lot of us do that if we're working in the Akashic records or what have you. But what's the difference between a vision and an experience? The difference is feeling, the feeling of it. An experience has feeling. So when you want to create something, this is a bit like the rain that we brought in to my local area when we had the fires. We had a load of fires recently. And so we got all the witches together to feel the rain. And not just feeling the rain, what I did, because when we get flooded, it's real, you know, can be a real pain, right? Because you've got to get rid of all the water, you've got to wash everything, you know, what have you. So I actually put myself in that feeling of, you know, oh, got to wash all of this, got to do all of this, you know. I was putting myself also in the kind of the not so pleasant feeling of the rain. And that's exactly what we got. We got kind of flooded and had to, you know, broom all the water out, and especially off the garden retreat, and wash all the rugs and everything. But the rain came. Because you've got to create the feeling within you. That's the thing, because the universe is governed by frequency, and everything is already in existence. This is the bit that people don't get, but this is quantum physics. This is not woo-woo either. Everything is already in existence in the energy field, in the all that is, in the consciousness, whatever you want to call it. Everything already exists, everything. All the things that you view as good and all the things that you view as bad, right? Without judgment, everything exists. Every scenario, infinite possibilities. It's all there in existence. But you only get to experience that which you resonate with. So you can experience anything you like as long as you can create the frequency feeling, the feeling frequency of it inside. Which is why pretending that you have it is more powerful than you can ever believe. Pretending that you have it is really what you want to do, because you want to feel within you that you already have it. This is why advanced gratitude is so important. So you pretend that you have what it is that you want, and then you enjoy that feeling. How are you going to express that you're happy with what you've got? You know, tell people in your mind, or you can do it physically, what have you, it doesn't matter. But tell people, tell your loved ones, you know, about this thing that you've got, that you want to create the feeling. So you want to bring it into your words, and you want to bring it into your vision, and you want to bring it into your hearing, and all that. You want to absorb all the human senses with the feeling frequency of having whatever it is that you want. Now, she does that. She does that. And so she's telling herself, I have enough money. I can go for a massage. I can go for a massage every week if I want. It's fine. Okay, she's not focused on the money that she's spending. She's focused on the feeling frequency of abundance that she's creating within her. Does that make sense? And it's that feeling frequency, okay, that's bringing in more. And this is coming in, is opportunities. Pages are opportunities and offers. So it could be someone offering a job. It could be somebody offering some money for some reason. It could be someone offering something else so that your expenses are lowered. Often that's also a case. It could be someone offering to buy your house and then you don't have a mortgage anymore. I don't know, come and live in a tent. I don't know. But it's offers coming in that are going to help you raise your frequency and help you bring in more abundance. This is abundance. This is abundance. And that's how we're going to do it. King of Cups. Love it. So King of Cups has definitely mastered his feelings. Cups is spirituality, intuition, creativity, and his emotions. So he has mastered his emotions and he can manipulate them. Maybe that's the word. I mean, it's got a negative connotation, the word manipulate, but manipulate really just means to use it, to create it for your own benefit, right? Or for the highest good of all. Okay. Manipulation is often when you're trying to do something just for you and not for others, but we're now operating from a place whereby we can manipulate energy for the highest good of all. That's what we were doing when we were praying for rain, or praying rain. We were manipulating the energy, you know. So he's a king of that, king of cups. So this is brilliant because he's mastered his emotions and he's mastered his feelings. He definitely knows how to feel what it is that he wants and how to create that feeling within him. So wow, this, to me, that's a really clear message. We're starting off with the Two of Pentacles, like doubting and, oh my God, shall I do it? Can I do it? You know, I don't know what it is that you want to do, but you know what it is that you want to do, don't you? You know exactly what it is. Okay. It's triumph and success all the way, because it's going to put you in your divine flow. When you take a step towards what your soul came here to do, a whole new world opens up. When you start nurturing your soul and honoring its wishes, then a whole new path opens up for you. And that's the foundations that we're creating for heaven on earth. And that's how we're going to all live independent from the system and independently and in abundance. And it might not be, it's not like name designer clothes, or you might not be in a 5-star hotel. I mean, that's the old paradigm, right? But you will have this feeling of abundance. You will have this feeling of an abundance of financial security, of love, peace, harmony, all those lovely things. And when you create that, more comes in, more opportunities come in. And then you realize that you are the king of it all, the king of feeling, the king of feeling into his frequency to create heaven on earth, to create a higher frequency. Wow. And he is also very creative. He's the most creative card in the deck. And it does follow that whatever it is that your soul wants you to do will be some kind of creativity. You are creating the whole time. You are creating your reality in every now moment from the frequency that you are. I can't stress that point enough. September is going to be transformational if you allow it to be. You have to let go of the, I can't afford it, I haven't got enough time. You have to let go of this. You have to take that leap of faith. You have to let that upthrust carry you. Okay? It's going to be a little bit nerve-wracking, but it's going to be an awful lot more fun than where you've been stuck. Wow. September. Love it. Okay, so that's your reading for September. Don't forget, I'm offering a free card reading or energy reading with the cards this month. So put a comment down below if you, for your chance of winning that. I will pick a winner at random. So anything else to say about September? Yes, on the 18th, my online course starts, Healing Yourself, Heal Yourself to Happiness online course. I'll put a link in the description so you can check that out and learn some emotional healing techniques and learn how to reprogram your subconscious mind. A lot of the stuff that's in my Lessons in Awakening and my self-healing sections on my YouTube channel is stuff like that that we actually teach together, and we learn together, and we look at the map of consciousness. We look at the work of Byron Katie, and we just look at shifting your perception to a higher level where you can create your heaven on earth. So check that out as well. So I love you all. Have a fantastic September, and check out the cards for the messages for the weeks as well as the months. So lots of love. Bye for now.